Hi everyone, welcome and thank you so much for joining today from wherever you are in the world. I hope you will have a great time as you and I learn how to get set up on Google My Business. Now, before we kick off the session, I'd like to take the time to introduce myself. My name is Nicole and I am a digital skills trainer with Extend based in Cape Town, South Africa. And I'm really excited to be on this journey with you guys as we learn and grow our digital skills together. So right now, I'd like you guys to please introduce yourself in the chat or in the comment section and let me know where you're from and tell me something interesting about yourself. Now let's take a look at our agenda. First, we'll discover Google My Business. Then we'll move on to how to get set up on Google My Business. And finally, we'll end off on how to create an engaging Google My Business listing. Now let's jump into our first section, which is discover Google My Business. Now I have a question for you guys. Can you find a pizza delivery near you? Our search and shopping behavior has changed thanks to the internet and the invention of smartphones. So we can now find information, businesses, and reviews, product catalogs, and prices quicker than ever before. To kick off today's session, I want us to get into the mindset of our customers. I want us to stand in their shoes. So I want you to imagine you being the customer. Imagine you are on the hunt for pizza locally. What tools and phrases would you use to search in order to find a pizza delivery near you? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section, can you find a pizza delivery near you? So how did you search for this? What search engine did you use or which platform did you use? And what words did you search for to find a pizza delivery near you? Let me know in the chat and in the comment section. So these are the potential keywords you might have used. Keywords are very important for every business website as they drive targeted web traffic to your business for free. Keywords are the words and phrases that the internet users type into search box of search engines such as Google to find what websites that match what they are looking for. Keywords are ideas and topics that define what your content is about. So in terms of search engine optimization, they're the words and the phrases that searches into the search engine, which is also called search query. If you boil everything on your page, all the images, video, and copy, chances are when you searched, you typed in pizza delivery near me or pizza and your location. These are keywords that define what the content you're searching for is about. When you conducted the search, you used keywords. So the keywords you might have used could possibly include food, pizza, nearby, local, authentic, delivery, Africa, Italian, takeaway, near me, open now, or restaurant. Now on that note, Let's look at a key tool which helps us to find this type of information: Google Maps. So Google Maps is a web-based service that provides detailed information about geographical regions and sites around the world. In addition to conventional road maps, Google Maps offers aerial and satellite views of many places. In some cities, Google Maps offers street views, comprising photographs taken from vehicles. Many of us have used or heard of Google Maps at some point in time. While some people may not be dependent on Google local maps and Google Map directions, everybody knows what an immensely useful tool it is. Google Maps is not only useful for people on the road or those who are planning a holiday. Google Maps is an extremely good marketing tool for small to medium businesses. Now let's take a look at some of these benefits in a bit more detail. So first is run through some statistics, some key statistics. When you search for businesses near you, it comes up with a list of suggestions. Now Google suggests places customers might have liked based on their search words and their search history. Google Maps uses information from devices and other Google products to display places you might like. With this in mind, 87% of smartphone users turn to search first in a moment of need. 30% of all mobile searches are related to location, and 67 of those use Google Maps as a preferred app. That is 67%. Information appears on desktops, laptops, tablets, and mobile phones. So what benefits are brought by Google Maps listing when looking for a product or a service? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section if you know. So let's take a look at the benefits. Smartphones in many cases is the device of choice when searching for products locally, and that we often look at a business Google Maps listing when making our decision. Now Google Maps is a great weapon for small to medium businesses to let people know where they are located and to tell them that at a specific area there is a business that can offer the required product or service. It provides us with a customer by review. It provides us with customers by reviews, ratings, photos, and more information which we use as a database for our decision making. Now the benefits include: you can mark your location. First, by listing your business on Google Maps, you are getting an exclusive online presence showing where your business is based, and this means people get to know you. When people, you need to think of consumers, prospects, and businesses. When they use Google Maps and hover over the street or specific area where your business is located, they learn about your presence. And it's just one of the many ways you can drive awareness of your company. Make your business discoverable. Second, to get listed on Google Maps, you may wish to get listed on Google Places for businesses. Like many other services from the search engine giant Google, Places for Business is an amazing resource for small to medium sized businesses to get listed. Get directions to find you. The third, by having your business listed on Google Maps, you can actually offer Google Maps directions to people who wish to visit your office or your store and do not know exactly how to reach you. You can get found on Google free of charge. Now, it's therefore important that your business has a listing for potential customers to find you on Google. Now, what is Google My Business? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section, what is Google My Business? Have you used it before? So let's run through some features of using the nearby searches. Discover nearby shops wherever you are. You can discover globally or search nearby. You can find local businesses, get directions, and save places. Now I want you guys to search and choose a business near me with Google Maps, whether it's on your cell phone, your smartphone, or on your laptop. And let me know what you found. You can do so in the chat or in the comment section. Let me also know, how did you choose which result was right for you? What factors would have affected the listing you'd have chosen? What makes you choose a certain product or service? So now let's run through what makes a listing stand out. Now there are a number of factors which affect whether we choose if a business is trustworthy or worth visiting. Images. See what it looks like. Reviews. What are people saying about it? The address. Is it a place that actually exists? Contact in case you need to make or cancel a reservation or check if it's open. The business hours. When to visit if they do decide to. Make sure to keep this information updated. Website links. A web presence is basically to confirm that this is a legitimate business. Ultimately, being visible on Google Maps also creates a more complete listing and profile for your business on Google overall. In fact, 29% of customers are more likely to consider purchasing from businesses with a more detailed profile. If your listing on Google is complete, you are more likely to be considered reputable, more likely to attract location visits, more likely to end up with a purchase. But what does this mean in practice? Do you know? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section. Now let's take a look at Google My Business. Now, Google My Business is a free and easy to use tool for businesses and organizations to manage their online presence across Google. That includes Google Search and Google Maps. Features include adding your business name, location, and hours, You can also monitor and reply to customer reviews. You can add photos, and you can learn where and how people are searching for you, and so much more. If you verify and edit your business information, you can both help your customers find your business and tell them your story. When searching for local information, about 33% of people look for business hours, 32% look for location, and 27% look for reviews. Now, all of this information can be found via a Google My Business listing or Maps listing, demonstrating that it is quite important. So now let's take a look at how you can make the most of your free business profile. With a Google My Business account, you get more than a business listing. Your free business profile lets you easily connect with customers across Google Search and Google Maps. By listing your business on Google Maps, you are getting an exclusive online presence showing where your business is based, and this means people get to know you. When people, I need to think of consumers, prospects, and businesses, and when they use Google Maps and hover over the street or specific area where your business is located, they can learn about your presence. It's just one of the many ways you can drive awareness of your company. You can attract customers with your business profile by posting photos and offers to your profile to show what makes your business unique. Give customers a reason to choose you every time. Give customers a way to reach you. Your customers are ready to connect by calling, messaging, or leaving reviews. With more ways to transact, you can do more business. See how customers connect to your business, whether that's by clicks, calls, or bookings. Maybe follows. See how your customers engage with your business profile. With Google My Business Marketing Kit, you can share the latest updates and highlights about your business to help customers stay informed about your business, create custom posters, social posts, and more from reviews and updates on your business profile on Google or for free. And you can get that at marketingkit.withgoogle.com. Now let's take a look at how you can stay competitive with Google My Business. Having a Google My Business account helps you stay competitive and boost customer engagement online and in store. You can make informed marketing decisions based on customer feedback and reviews. You can learn from the successes and the mistakes of others. See your competitors and learn what people are saying about them, how they have improved, and apply this to your business to stay on top of the game. Understand what customers want. Research and identify how to stand out from the crowd. What can you do differently from your competitors? Discover industry trends and customer preference. Now, before we move on to the next section, I'd like to take a few minutes for you guys to post any questions that you may have, or if you're unclear about something, post them in the comments or in the chat section, and one of our moderators will be happy to assist you. If you do have any feedback at this point in time, please do drop them in there as well, because I would love to hear from you. Now let's move on to our second section, which is getting set up on Google My Business. There are 4 steps to creating a Google Maps listing, and we're going to look at those in just a bit. So step 1, you need to create your Google My Business account. Step 2, you need to verify your business. Step 3, you need to complete your profile. And last but not least, step 4, you need to populate your listing. Now let's take a look at step 1, create your Google My Business account. A Google My Business listing automatically syncs with Google Maps. So the critical things to remember when creating your Google Maps listing is that particular attention should be paid to optimizing your listing by ensuring core business information is up to date and by including images, posts, etc., which we'll discuss shortly. So if you haven't already signed up for Google My Business, you can do this by visiting business.google.com/create or by downloading the Google My Business app. If you have already signed up, simply log into your Google My Business account and follow the instructions to claim your free business profile on Google. This profile is completely free and it enables your business to appear in local searches and on Google Maps. To complete your profile, you'll need to provide some information like your location, the category, your website, your telephone number, opening hours, and a description of your business activities. Now let's take a look at the steps involved in setting up a Google My Business account online. Name and categorize your business. Make sure it's unique to your business if you're planning on choosing one. So your category could perhaps be hairdresser or florist or grocer. This is so you can connect with customers who are more likely to visit your business. Help customers find and contact you. Location is optional. This is useful if you have a shop location. Even though customers may not be able to visit you now during the COVID period, that doesn't mean they wouldn't want to do so in the future. So include your contact details so customers can reach out to you. Step 2. Choose a way to get verified. Make sure your business information is accurate and that only you, the business owner or manager, has access to it by verifying your business. Choose Verify Later to access the verification options like verification by email, phone, or search console. Reach out and get verified. Opera is a Google My Business partner and can help you get verified. Reach out via call or request for them to call you back. Make sure to verify your business. You can go to Google My Business Help Center for more support. You can do so by visiting support.google.com/business. Now let's take a look at step 3. Ensure your profile is complete. In order to get the most out of your listing, you should make sure you've entered as much information as possible. Now this includes your address, opening hours and information about any closing times or holidays, your contact details, include your logo and a cover photo, and also any other optional images or promotional images. Now this information or lack of information will appear on your search listing, so make sure your business shines when users look at it. Having a complete Google My Business listing is important. Research suggests that a complete listing is 2.7 times more likely to be considered reputable, 70% more likely to attract location visits, and 50% more likely to lead to a purchase. Now let's take a look at step 4, populate your listing. We'll look at the ways you can optimize your listings in a moment, but I want to take a minute now to stress how important it is that you populate your Google Maps listing and keep the information on your listing up to date and accurate. Treat your listing like a social media platform. Make sure you're constantly providing people with new updates and content. If you do this, you'll optimize your listing for success. If your products, opening hours, or location changes, make sure your listing reflects these. Keep adding photos, posts, and offers to your listing so that the information stays fresh and relevant. To keep information relevant, you need to manage your listing. If you're signed in with your Google My Business account, you can manage your business profile directly from Google Search. Just search for your business on Google and you can complete and enhance your profile, share photos and posts related to your business. You can also see reviews from customers and so much more. So now that we've set up our listing, how can we drive traffic to our store? Let's jump in. So images have become ever more important in online presence and marketing. Google My Business has several visual features available when you verify your listing. You can upload images of your business to your profile, attach images to posts, and upload video. Your logo will help customers recognize your brand. A cover photo can be included which best represents your business. You can add additional photos to highlight features of your business that customers consider when making purchasing decisions. And while you want to add as much information to your listing as possible, it's also important to ensure your core information is up to date. This means checking your address, website links, and images on your listing. Think of it in terms of user journey. How do you want to interact with your customers online? What information do they need to find? What journey do you want them to have to your shop, be it in person or online? It also means linking any online stores to your site. If your business has pivoted online during the pandemic and now operates an online shop instead of a physical one, make sure your customers know about it. It's important to keep your opening and closing hours up to date, especially now with COVID-19. In the information section, you can add your hours. Make customers aware if you do have new business hours or temporary hours. What other information do you need to make customers aware of? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section. As well as making sure that your core information is up to date, you may also want to relay any specific information or changes that have arisen due to COVID-19. For example, your opening hours. If your hours of business have changed or shortened, make sure customers now know about this. Use attributes to highlight service options. You can do this for both online and physical stores. Google has released updates for retail and food stores to inform customers of service attributes. You can relay information about takeaway, eat-in, or delivery options, for example. There have also been online updates to discover in-home education and professional services such as tutoring. Note you do need a physical store to qualify for these updates. You can't be online only. Now to set the online service attribute and add a link to schedule online classes and appointments, you can sign in to Google My Business, click Home, go to Stay Connected During COVID-19 dashboard card, tick the box for the online service that your business provides, and optionally you can enter a URL where consumers can schedule online services with your business. Add a COVID-19 post to your business profile. This can be used to outline closure and reduce hours, hygiene and safety precaution, gift cards and donations. Turn on messaging. Download the Google My Business app to message customers. This is a great way of providing them with support and communication they need. Top tip, set up an automated messaging to ensure customers receive a response to their query instantly. Edit your business description so customers are aware of changes to your product, hours, payment, and services. You may want to add a disclaimer to your profile to let customers know that your business information may not be up to date. Verified businesses can remove this disclaimer when they update recent special hours. Now, this disclaimer won't appear if a business hasn't set opening hours or if you mark your business temporarily closed. Utilize Google Trends to find emerging topics and top questions people are asking by location. Stay connected and up to date with trends. You can also highlight temporary closures. You can now mark your business as temporary closed. Now note if a business is marked temporary closed, attributes for both dining and retail establishments won't surface on Google Search and Google Maps. If your business still operates through takeaway or delivery, you should not mark it as temporarily closed. Now moving on to the final section, how to create an engaging Google My Business listing. Now, having a professional website is really important. It's a key tool for driving sales. Nearly 70% of consumers state that they are more likely to buy from a business that has a website over one that doesn't. Websites are so important for three key reasons. The first is impressions count. People like to read reviews about businesses and scope them out before visiting. Having a website allows you to showcase your business and brand to customers before they visit, enabling them to make a judgment. If you don't have a website, people are less likely to visit your store. People don't window shop like they used to. Fewer people shop on high streets than before. Having a website enables you to sell online to customers and to market yourself to audiences online. You can provide information about your product catalog, prices, location, and overall business ethos. Not having a website can lose you revenue. If your business doesn't have a website, you're likely to miss out on online revenue and advertising. If customers can't find you online, how will they know you exist or what you sell? Having said that, a poorly designed website is sometimes worse than having no website at all. It can give customers the wrong impression about your product or services. So try to ensure it is as well as designed as possible. You can use free website building tools. You can also create a free website on Google My Business. You can use your business details on Google or Google My Business account to sign up for a free website in a few simple steps. You can create, edit, and then publish. So let's take a look at this in more detail. And this is how you can get started. In the sidebar on the left, you can click Website to get started. You can use the Google My Business app to manage your listing. Manage your business profile on Google. You can attract customers by sharing offers and events. You can engage with customers on the go. You can make your business profile stand out with photos and learn how customers find you. Now we'll pause for some questions. If you do have any questions at the moment, let me know in the chat or in the comment section. One of our moderators will be happy to assist you. If you do have any feedback as well, please do drop them in there as well because I would love to hear from you. Now let's move on to creating an engaging Google My Business listing. Make your listing stand out. We've spoken about the importance of keeping your listing updated and treating your Google My Business and by proxy your Google Maps listing like a social media account, which you can manage in a way which allows you to try new things, to measure and to tweak it. Now this is the mindset you need for making your listing stand out. We're going to focus on 4 key ways to optimize your listing in this section. There are more than 4, but these can act as a jumping off point or starting point for you. The 4 we're going to focus on are including key information in your listing, gaining customer reviews, utilizing posts and photos, and last but not least, leveraging insights. So what are the tips there for creating great photos? The first being lighting. Make sure your image is well lit and the subject matter is clearly visible, not covered by shadows or darkness. make sure the light is coming from behind the camera directed towards what you are taking a photo of. To do this, I'd suggest investing in some lighting equipment. Focus. When taking photos, try to avoid blurring the shot. Now, this is easier to do nowadays as most smartphones and digital cameras autofocus on an image. There can be a delay on these devices, however, so make sure you give your device enough time to focus before taking an image. Editing. I'm sure you're all aware of the filtering and the editing software available on smartphones. You can brighten images, change colors, and add or change shapes within images. There is also editing software available for use on computers and laptops such as Adobe Photoshop. These tools have more functionality available than smartphones. When editing images for your business, try to avoid filters that are extremely apparent or obvious. Now, these can suggest that your product or service requires editing, which can put customers off. Framing. The framing of your photo relates to a few areas. Firstly, consider what can be seen in your photo. What's in the background? Is there any interfering things with the image? Is there anything in front of the subject matter that shouldn't be there? What's the focus of the image and is it clearly visible? If you're in the picture, what are you wearing? Everything you wear or display sends a message and adds to your story. If you are in the frame, make sure your outfit contrasts with your background so that you don't have to blend in. With those top tips in mind, let's look at some of the photos you may want to take for your Google Maps listing. Exterior photos. It provides you with an opportunity to showcase your business and to ensure customers can identify and locate you. It's good because it's well lit. You can see the shop clearly and nothing is blurred or cut off. You can see the store name fully. The photo at the bottom, you can't see the store name. The focus isn't on the shop, but two customers. The window is steamed up and doesn't sell the shop. It's dark and dim from the outside. With interior photos, you provide your customers a chance to showcase the ambience of your business and to showcase the atmosphere or features within the business. You can get a feel for the decor and products on offer. You can see the atmosphere that is plenty of the business on show. If you do have a cool space, you can consider a virtual tour created by a trusted photographer. It provides even more insight for customers so they can find out information which you haven't been able to list in your profile. So, for example, having a virtual tour enables customers to get a flavor for the atmosphere and the ambience of your store, restaurant, or bar before they visit. It shows them what products you sell, the layout of your venue, and where you're located. Street View also enables customers to research you before visiting and make informed decisions. A Street View enables you to provide more information for customers so they can get to know your store before visiting. It helps customers find you, which ultimately helps you to attract a local target audience. If customers are looking for stores in your area, using Google Maps and Street View, they can drop a pin in your store to say they'd like to visit. This They can also find your location more easily and take a virtual tour, ensuring they know exactly where you're located and how they can find you. They can also see the fastest route to your store. In terms of curating and writing strong posts, some of the things you should consider or include are the following. Add a title. Provide a call to action button. This motivates the customer to do as they're instructed. Use photos and videos. Take a high resolution photo and add it into your post so that it stands out and backs up your call to action. Write a clear description. Provide as much information as possible. Ensure your posts are accurate. This means they're spelled correctly and use appropriate grammar. If you do the basics well, you'll set yourself a solid foundation to grow. Now, getting reviews from customers can help your business significantly. Studies have shown that 2 out of 3 customers say having positive reviews was an important factor in selecting businesses or a store to purchase from. Gaining customer reviews can help your business showcase customer testimonials in your marketing activities, better understand what you are doing right and wrong as a business, improve the visibility of your business on Google ranking, and build solid trust with customers. But how can you encourage customers to leave a review? You may ask yourself. Well, build relationships with customers by delivering excellent customer service. Ask them to review your business online. Make sure that it is as simple as possible for customers to leave a review. Add a URL to your website or provide this in-store so customers can leave a review with ease. Some things to avoid. Paying for a review. Leaving reviews yourself. The review will appear to come from you. Now, what could you do to encourage customer reviews? What could you do? Let me know in the chat or in the comment section what you would do to encourage customer reviews. Some possible answers could include collect customer details and send feedback surveys via email, share the feedback URL visibly via posters and brochures, or display feedback from customers to show this is valued by the business. Now that we've discussed the ways in which we can increase traffic to our stores and market ourselves to customers, we need to take a moment to assess which methods and tactics work best. To see the impact that your photos, posts, and reviews are having upon traffic to your site, simply visit the Insights section on your Google My Business account. Insights can ultimately help you to understand how your audiences behave, adapt to their needs, and reach new customers. This is achieved in a number of ways. Direct searches. A customer directly searched for your business name or address. Discovery searches. A customer searched for a category, product, or service that you offer and your listing appeared. Branded searches. A customer searched for your brand or a brand related to your business. Total searches. The total number of direct, discovery, and branded searches. Now, insights consist of 5 key areas, each one offering you a different way of understanding how customers interact with your listing. How customers found your listing on search engines like Google. Actions, what they did once they found your listing on Google. Where customers are coming from. For example, where on the map people request driving directions to your business. When people engage most, for example, when and how often people called your business via your listing on Google. How your engagement compares to similar listings, for example, how often your photos are viewed compared to similar businesses. Now, the drop-down menu in the top left-hand corner of the Insights tool allows you to adjust time frame to see data from the last week, month, and quarter. If you hover over a specific day on the graph, you can see the data for that day only. Now, before we wrap up today's session, if you do have any questions, please do post them in the chat or in the comment section, and one of our moderators will be happy to assist you. If you have any feedback also, please do drop them in there as well. Now let's take a look at the next steps that you could possibly take. So if you are interested to learn more, you can visit learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses. And this is where you can find various short courses as well as training programs. Thank you guys for coming today. If you'd like to hear more about our upcoming sessions as well as digital tips and tricks, you can follow Google Digital Skills Africa on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And these links will be made available in the description of the video as well as posted in the chat and the comment section by our moderator. Thank you again for joining, guys. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the chat and in the comments which section you enjoyed the most. And if you have any feedback, do drop them in there as well. Thank you again, guys. That's it from me. Have a good day.